For the Beaver Radio Network, I'm Kelly Schultz. Joining me from the BSU women's track and field team is Kaneeshia Johnson. She's a sophomore out of Rosemont, Minnesota. And Kaneeshia, first of all, you're a sophomore here at BSU. What brought you to Bemidji State?
It's a family school. My uncle played basketball here years ago. My brother, he's actually a junior in high school. He wants to come here. So, yeah, we're just kind of turning it into a family school.
Being from Rosemont, you're from the Twin Cities. How much of a change is it to be in northern Minnesota for you?
Oh, goodness. It's quite a change. It's a lot colder up here. You don't really think like that 4 hours make a difference, but it does. But I love it. It's a hometown feel. I'm from the suburbs, so I kind of get a little bit of both. So I like it.
This past weekend, your team hosted the BSU Alumni Meet. Got to ask, what events did you participate in this last weekend?
I did long jump, and I was in the 4x2. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was great to see a lot of people come back, old faces and young kids. It was a good crowd.
I heard Christy Berkeley was in town. Did you get to run against her?
I did not actually, but I did. She was in the 4x2, and I must say she still got it. So
we kind of figured that. We're like, she's going to come back here and kick everybody's butts. Did she?
Oh, she did great. She did fantastic.
It's fun to have those alums back. Of course, it was Hall of Fame weekend. Your team got to meet the 1974 women's team that was inducted and two other athletes from the track and field team. How exciting was it for your team to be represented that well at the Hall of Fame?
It was really awesome. I actually came to the basketball game, and I got to stand down there when the ladies went out and everybody clapped, and it was definitely an experience, and I was just very happy to be a part of it.
Makes you proud to be a BSU Beaver, doesn't it?
It really does, yeah.
Well, earlier this season at the Falcon Classic, you set your new personal best in the triple jump. Walk us through how that played out.
You know, I tend to be in my head a lot, and so Coach Ben is always just like, relax, and he just turned to me and he said, run and jump. That's all you got to do. So I ran and I jumped.
I've seen your name a lot in BSU News with the track and field team. So safe to say that this has been your best season so far?
I think so. I'm pretty excited. I'm very excited for outdoor, and I feel like I got a lot of potential and more to come. So,
what is your favorite event to participate in?
Oh, man. Goodness. I love it all. I love long. I've been doing that since I was in middle school. I definitely have to say that's my number one. I'd say number two is the 60 dash, though.
And you did pretty darn good at the 60 dash. Was it the home or the opener meet?
I believe so. Yep. I think that was the one.
Have you set any personal goals for this season? Any other points in events that you want to reach, like times or distance?
I kind of take it one meet at a time. I try not to get too ahead of myself. I would love to, jump a national qualifying jump. That'd be great. I think everybody would love that. But yeah, just kind of one meet at a time.
You still got a couple of years here at BSU, so lots to look forward to, right?
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Well, this coming week, you've got BSU's Twilight Meet. 6 teams will be coming here. Do you know who you're competing against yet?
I don't know. I think Superior's coming. They have a really good 4x2 team this year, and we've been kind of back and forth with those guys all season, so I definitely say that's a good rivalry if they stop in. So,
do you know what you're going to compete in yet?
I'm thinking probably long, triple, and 60 as usual.
Awesome. And then, of course, the NSIC Indoor Championship's only a week and a half away. How does your team prepare for that?
It's a mental process, really. We're all physically where we need to be. You just kind of need to focus, get geared down, and just kind of stay, technique, and just relax, too. You got to make sure you relax and have fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and the good thing for your team is that you're hosting it. So it's nice. You'll get to sleep in your own bed, eat your own food. You won't have to be in a bus traveling very far. That's got to give you some sort of an advantage, doesn't it?
I think it does. I really think it does. That's actually been kind of our saying is like, it's at home, so we can relax. This is your turf. Get used to what you're doing. You'll be fine. So,
growing up and running track, and did you have a favorite athlete that you looked up to, maybe an Olympian or anything?
Yeah, actually, half of our team really loves Lolo Jones. Where some of us aren't even, right? We're not even hurdlers, and we're just like, oh, and I actually got to meet her last year at Drake Relays, and I talked to her for a little bit, and she signed my ticket. So that was just the highlight of my life. So, okay. Yeah.
I'm completely jealous at this point. I grew up in a different generation running track. FloJo was my favorite, of course, but still, how cool, Lolo Jones. And, of course, now she's competing in the Winter Olympics. How cool is that?
That's awesome. I love watching. I was actually watching last night, and it's amazing to see her be so versatile as an athlete. So,
wow. incredible. Here, your sophomore year at BSU, have you decided on a major?
I have. I will be walking in the spring. I'm an old sophomore. So, yeah, business, emphasis in marketing.
Wow. So do you still have some eligibility left, don't you?
I do. Coach has been talking to me about that, but yeah, I do. So
trying to get you to come back another year or so?
Yeah.
We appreciate your time, Kaneeshia. Good luck this weekend and the rest of the way. We'll hopefully talk to you a little later in the season.
Yes, thank you very much.